Why your toilet keeps clogging, and the free fix no one shows you. Have you ever flushed your toilet and instead of that satisfying swirl, the water rises up like it's about to ruin your entire day? If yes, then stay exactly where you are, because today I'm about to reveal why your toilet keeps clogging, what actually causes it deep inside the pipes, and the free fix almost no one knows about. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your toilet like, oh wow, so that's why this thing keeps messing with me. Let's start with something most people don't know. 99% of toilet clogs don't start in the toilet bowl. They start way deeper, inside the trapway and the drain line, where your eyes never reach. And when you hear this, you'll instantly understand why your plunger works only for a day or two before everything starts clogging again. So let me take you into a little story. A woman from Ohio emailed me recently saying, "My toilet flushes perfectly for weeks, and then suddenly it clogs 3 times a day. It's like it gets moody." And honestly, that gave us the clue. Because toilets don't get moody, but the buildup inside your S-shaped trapway does. Now here's the wild part. Every time you flush, a tiny layer of waste sticks inside that S-curve. It dries. It narrows the passage. Then more sticks. It dries. Then even more. And in a few months, your 2-inch drainway silently becomes a 1.5-inch choke point. No one notices it because you can't see it, but your toilet feels it every single flush. And here's the secret nobody talks about. You don't have to call a plumber, buy a snake, or replace your toilet. The fix is 100% free, takes only 10 minutes, and clears that buildup better than any chemical cleaner you've used before. And we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let me tell you the #1 reason people's toilets clog again and again, especially in the United States. It's not what you think. It's not too much toilet paper. It's not flushing wipes. It's not a weak flush. It's something much simpler and honestly, kind of surprising. Your toilet is not getting enough water fast enough. See, toilets are designed in a way that they need a strong, immediate rush of water. The water hits the trapway with pressure, and that pressure pushes the waste out of the bowl. But if the water enters slowly, or the water level in the tank isn't high enough, or the rim holes are partially clogged with calcium, the flush becomes weak. And when the flush is weak, waste starts traveling slower. Slow-moving waste settles. It sticks. It dries. Result? Clogs. Frequent clogs. Annoying clogs. Let me ask you something right now. Did you ever lift your toilet tank lid to check if the water level is actually at the fill line? Be honest. Most people never check it, but that tiny thing can make your toilet either a superhero or your daily villain. And now here comes the first free hack, a hack that a plumber told me in Texas, and after I tried it myself, I realized this one trick can literally save people hundreds of dollars in plumbing bills. So get ready, because once you do this, your toilet will flush stronger than it has in years. Free fix #1, the flush surge reset method. And yes, this is completely free. All you do is lift the tank lid, look at the water level, and if it's even half an inch below the fill mark, your flush has been weaker than it should be. Now here's the crazy part. Just turning that tiny screw on your fill valve can instantly change your flush power. One full clockwise turn raises the water level. More water equals faster water equals stronger flush equals less clogging. Do you know why? Because flushing isn't just about volume, it's about speed. Think of it like this. If you slowly pour a bucket of water down a pipe, nothing happens. But if you dump that same bucket all at once, whoosh, everything blasts through. Same physics inside your toilet. Let me ask you a fun question here. Did you ever notice your toilet flush stronger after someone accidentally overfilled the tank? If yes, now you know why. All right, now let's move to something even bigger. Even if your flush is strong, even if your water level is perfect, your toilet can still clog because of something hidden inside the rim. And this is the part most homeowners, actually even many plumbers, never check. Free fix number 2, the hidden rim hole blockage. Inside the rim of your toilet, there are tiny holes that shoot water downward during a flush. These holes help create that tornado swirl. But over the years, calcium, limescale, rust, and hard water minerals start closing those holes one by one. If even 5 or 6 holes clog, the swirl weakens. If 10 holes clog, the flush becomes a lazy, slow, embarrassed swirl. And if the central jet hole gets blocked, your toilet becomes a clog machine. And here's something shocking. I once cleaned a toilet in Florida where 19 out of the 21 rim holes were completely blocked. 19! No wonder the toilet kept clogging. But the homeowner thought the toilet was old and needed replacing. Nope, it just needed this secret cleaning trick, the vinegar pressure trick. Take a Ziploc bag, fill it with hot vinegar, wrap it under the rim and let the holes soak for an hour. Then flush. You'll see blasts of water shooting down like fireworks. Suddenly, your swirl returns, your flush pressure increases, and clogs disappear. Let me ask you something. Did you ever clean your toilet's rim holes before, or is this the first time you're hearing about them? You'd be surprised. Most people say first time ever. Now let's move deeper, literally, because the next problem is hiding inside the pipes. Free fix number 3, the siphon jet awakening. This is the big hole at the bottom of your toilet. Most people ignore it, but this jet is basically the engine of your flush. It shoots water forward and starts the siphon effect. But guess what happens when it gets clogged? Your flush becomes weak. Waste stops halfway. Your toilet becomes unpredictable. Sometimes it flushes, sometimes it clogs, sometimes it pretends to flush just to embarrass you in front of guests. Here's how to fix it. Take a toothbrush, take baking soda, take vinegar. Scrub the opening, pour vinegar inside and let it fizz. Then flush. The difference is insane. It's like your toilet suddenly learned how to breathe again. Tell me something. Did you ever notice black gunk coming out of the jet when you scrub it? If yes, that's the buildup that was choking your flush for years. But wait, we're not done. This next part is the biggest one yet, the trapway shock flush. This is the secret that clears the choke point deep inside your toilet. This is what removes that dried-on buildup layer most plumbers can't reach. This is the fix that makes people message me saying, "My toilet flushes like new again." Here's how it works. Fill a bucket with hot, not boiling water. Boiling can crack porcelain. Raise it waist high. Pour it fast into the bowl. This sudden force creates a trapway shock wave that breaks through the dried-on buildup and sends it straight down the drain line. When you hear that powerful gulp sound, that's your toilet saying, "Finally, I can breathe." Now, tell me honestly, have you ever poured hot water into your toilet before? Or is this your first time hearing it actually does something? Most people never try it until they see how insanely effective it is. Now, this is where things get even more interesting, because sometimes your toilet isn't clogging because of anything inside the toilet. It's clogging because of something inside your house.
Why your toilet keeps clogging. The hidden problems inside your home. All right, so up to this point, we've fixed the tank, the rim holes, the siphon jet, and the trapway. But now we get into the real detective work, the stuff that separates a normal toilet user from someone who finally understands their plumbing system like a pro. Because here's the truth. Sometimes your toilet clogs even when nothing inside the toilet is wrong. Yep, sounds weird, but it's true. And the real problem is hiding somewhere else in your home, quietly creating chaos without you even noticing. Let me start with a story from Arizona. A retired couple kept complaining that their toilet flushed perfectly in the morning, but clogged randomly in the evenings. No pattern, no reason. Nothing made sense. Until one day, the plumber checked something completely different. Not the toilet, not the tank, not the drain line. He checked the vent pipe on the roof. He came down and said, "Your toilet isn't clogged, your house is." Let me explain exactly what that means, because this might be the reason your toilet keeps clogging too. Free fix number 5, the roof vent blockage mystery. Every home in the US has a plumbing vent pipe, usually on the roof, that lets air enter the drain system. Why? Because without air, the water inside your pipes can't flow freely. It's like putting your thumb on a straw. When there's no air, the water gets stuck. Now here's the shocking part. Leaves, twigs, bird nests, and even dead rodents fall into that vent and block it. And when the vent is blocked, your toilet becomes slow, weak, confused, and yes, clogged. Imagine trying to drink a thick milkshake through a tiny straw. That's exactly how your toilet feels when the vent is blocked. Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever even looked at the vent pipe on your roof or checked if something is blocking it? Most people say no, and that's why their toilets never flush properly. Here's how you fix it. Climb up safely, or ask someone. Shine a flashlight down the vent. If you see leaves, debris, spider webs, or a little bird's nest, you found the real culprit. Pour water with a hose. If it backs up, it's clogged. If it drains, you're good. This one fix alone has saved households hundreds of dollars, because when a vent pipe is blocked, every flush feels like a miniature clog waiting to happen. But wait, we're just getting started. Because there's something even more surprising. Free fix number 6. The toilet paper problem nobody admits to. Now listen, I'm not saying you use too much toilet paper, but your toilet might think you do. Here's a little secret many people don't know. American toilet paper is extremely different from toilet paper in most countries. It's thicker, softer, more absorbent, and guess what? It expands when it gets wet. Many people think toilet paper dissolves instantly. It doesn't. Cheap toilet papers actually dissolve slower. Fancy, ultra-soft toilet papers get mushier and heavier. Multi-ply toilet paper expands and clumps together. Now imagine your trapway clogged with a thin layer of dried waste. Now imagine thick, expanded toilet paper trying to squeeze through that narrow space. Boom, clog. But here's the trick. The problem is not the toilet paper. It's how people fold it. Want proof? Try this right now. Take 2 sheets of toilet paper, crumple them into a ball, drop them into a bowl of water. It sinks and clogs. Now take the same 2 sheets, fold them flat and dip them. They float and flush easily. This tiny behavior difference changes everything. Now let me ask you, are you someone who crumples the paper or folds it? Be honest, which one are you? Most people laugh when I ask this, until they realize crumpled paper is the #1 reason their toilet struggles. But let's move on, because the next cause is something that almost every American home suffers from. Free fix number 7. Hard water equals hidden toilet killer. Hard water. It ruins everything. Your sink, your dishwasher, your washing machine, but the #1 victim is your toilet. When you have hard water, minerals like calcium, magnesium, and limestone build up inside the toilet, even if the bowl looks perfectly clean. And where do these minerals attack first? The rim holes, the siphon jet, the trapway, the internal porcelain walls, the drain line connection, and even the tank. Over time, those minerals turn your smooth porcelain into a rough, sandpaper-like surface. And guess what sticks to rough surfaces? Everything. Waste, paper, residue, and even small objects. This is why some toilets clog even when people use almost no toilet paper. Now, here's a reality check. Do you know your water hardness level? Most Americans don't. Arizona, Texas, Florida, Nevada, and California have extremely hard water. But guess what? Even in states with softer water, old pipes and mineral-heavy groundwater create buildup inside toilets. Here's the simple 10-minute fix. Take a cup of vinegar, dump it into the overflow tube inside your toilet tank. Let it soak overnight. Why inside the tank? Because the tank water flows directly into the rim holes, so vinegar breaks down the minerals from the inside out. Next morning, flush. You'll see a huge boost in swirl speed. Did you know this trick before? Most people don't. They've been scrubbing the bowl but ignoring the inner pipes. Free fix number 8. The toys, caps, and mystery objects problem. Now this story is hilarious, but also painfully true. A family in Michigan called a plumber because their toilet clogged every day. They changed toilet paper, cleaned the bowl, used drain cleaner. Nothing worked. Finally, the plumber removed the entire toilet from the floor. And guess what he found inside the trapway? A small Lego piece, a bottle cap, and a gummy bear, all fused together. Apparently, their toddler fed the toilet like it was a hungry monster. The crazy part is, the toilet still flushed just weekly for months. Objects like toys, caps, and coins get trapped inside the S shape and stay there forever. Sometimes they don't fully block the toilet. They just block it enough to create daily slow flushing and random clogs. Now be honest with me. Do you have kids or pets in your house, or have you ever dropped something near the toilet accidentally? If yes, that might explain everything.
Here's the free but genius homeowner hack. Take a wet, dry shop vacuum. Seal its nozzle around the toilet opening. Turn it on. If something is inside, you'll hear it rattling inside the pipe. This trick alone has saved hundreds of toilets without removing the toilet or calling a plumber. Free fix number 9. The soft block phenomenon. This one is fascinating. A soft block is when the toilet isn't fully clogged, but water moves so slowly that it feels clogged. It can be caused by tissue buildup, long hair, cotton lint from clothes, oils and grease, soap residue, hard water minerals, and bacterial slime layers. Over time, all this creates a jelly-like film inside the trapway and drain line. It doesn't fully block the toilet, but it slows down the flow just enough to cause daily trouble. Here's how you fix a soft block without any chemicals. Fill a bucket with hot water and dish soap, pour it fast into the bowl. The soap coats the trapway, the water softens the buildup, and the pressure removes that jelly layer. Have you ever tried dish soap in your toilet? If yes, you already know how magically smooth the flush becomes afterward. Free fix number 10. Your sewer line might be telling you something. This one is the scariest, but also the most important. Sometimes the toilet isn't the problem, your sewer line is. Tree roots, broken pipes, sagging pipes, a belly in the pipe, soil movement, grease buildup, old clay pipes collapsing. All of these cause your toilet to flush slowly because the waste cannot escape into the main sewer line. The biggest sign? Your toilet gurgles, your sink drains slowly, your shower bubbles, your laundry drain makes noise, or your toilet clogs randomly, even when barely used. I need to ask you something here. Have you noticed gurgling sounds or bubbling water in any other drain besides the toilet? If yes, that's not a toilet issue. That's a sewer line warning. Now here's the simple, free diagnosis trick. Fill your bathtub with 2 to 3 inches of water, then drain it. Watch your toilet. If your toilet bubbles or gurgles, your sewer line needs attention. But don't panic. This doesn't always mean digging up your yard. Sometimes hydrojetting solves everything. Free fix number 11, the tank-to-bowl seal weakness. Almost no one talks about this, but it's a big deal. Your toilet has a rubber gasket between the tank and the bowl. If this gasket leaks slightly, your toilet loses plush pressure without showing any visible leak. Meaning, your tank dumps water into the bowl, but the force is weaker than designed, so the flush looks normal but isn't strong enough to push waste all the way through. The signs are subtle. Water level in the bowl rises slowly. Flush feels gentle instead of powerful. Toilets clog even with small paper amounts.
bowl swirl isn't tight. Let me ask you, has your toilet ever made a tiny drip or hiss sound when refilling? If yes, your seal might be leaking. The fix is cheap. Replace the tank to bowl gasket. Costs under $5, takes 10 minutes, flush becomes instantly stronger. Free fix number 12, the overnight flush power test. This is a test plumbers use, and barely any homeowners know it. Here's what you do. Flush your toilet, wait until the tank refills, then mark the water level with a pencil. Wait 8 hours, overnight. If the water drops even a little, your toilet is silently leaking. And a silent leaking toilet flushes weak every morning because the tank doesn't have enough water to create strong pressure. This silent leak is one of the #1 reasons people face morning clogs. Did you know this test existed? Most people don't, but it's incredibly effective.
And honestly, if you've been dealing with a clog that comes back every few days, you're not alone. People across the United States, especially in older neighborhoods like parts of Ohio, Michigan, New Jersey, deal with the same hidden issue. In fact, one homeowner from Tampa wrote that every time it rained, his toilet clogged the next morning. And guess what? His sewer vent was partially blocked by, yes, seriously, a small bird nest. Imagine spending months plunging your toilet while the real problem was sitting 15 feet above your head. But the moment you understand why your toilet is acting up, the moment you understand what's happening behind that glug-glug noise, everything suddenly becomes simple. And I want you to remember something right now. Your toilet is not supposed to clog, ever. Not once a month, not once a week, and definitely not every other day. If it's clogging, it's your toilet raising a red flag. It's telling you, hey, something is wrong. Look deeper. Let's wrap this up with the final thing that shocks people the most. The surprising fact, your toilet type might be the real culprit. This might blow your mind. In the US, especially after 1994, millions of homes were fitted with low-flow toilets to save water. Great for the environment, but many early models were honestly terrible at flushing. They used less water but didn't push the waste far enough into the pipe, which means clogs build up slowly, quietly, until, boom, one day nothing goes down. And if you've got that older style 1.6-gallon toilet, oh boy, those are famous for weak flushes. So here's what you do next time you flush. This is a quick check. Does the water spin weakly instead of pulling hard? Does the swirl look slow and lazy? Does the water level rise just a little before going down? If yes, your toilet is telling you it's struggling. Its muscles are weak. And guess what? You don't need to replace your toilet. You can boost its power. Just pour 1 bucket of hot water into the bowl right before flushing. Not boiling, just hot. This pre-primes the bowl, gives the siphon a kickstart, and turns a weak flush into a power flush. Try it. Seriously, try it and tell me. Did your toilet suddenly flush like a rocket? I'm curious. Did it surprise you? The amazing final free fix you must do every 90 days. All right, now we're at the end, and this is the final fix that 99% of people never do, but plumbers always charge extra money for: the 90-day deep rinse. All you need is 1 bucket, hot water, 1 cup baking soda, 2 cups vinegar. First, pour the baking soda into the bowl. Right after that, slowly add the vinegar. You'll hear that chemical fizzing, bubbling, reacting like a science experiment. This reaction breaks down tissue buildup, mineral rings, grease from soaps, and even the bacteria slime inside the trap. Now, after 10 minutes, pour a full bucket of hot water from waist height. This sends a strong wave through the entire curve of your toilet, flushing out secrets you didn't even know were hiding in there. Try this once, just once, and I guarantee you'll feel the difference in the flush strength. Have you ever done this before? Be honest, or is this your first time hearing about it? Now, let's bring it all together. So now you know the real reason your toilet keeps clogging, the free fixes that actually work, the hacks plumbers never tell you, and the one simple routine that keeps your toilet clog-proof for years. But before I close this video, let me tell you something a lot of people need to hear.
A clogging toilet does not mean your bathroom is dirty. It does not mean you're doing something wrong. It simply means the system needs a little maintenance, just like anything else in your home. And now that you know all the secrets, your toilet problems are over. All right, guys, if you made it all the way to the end, you are officially part of the Fix It Yourself family. I love making videos that save you money, time, and stress. And if today even one of these tricks helped you, even a little, then wait till you see what's coming next. Tell me in the comments right now, which hack shocked you the most? Was it the vinegar flush, the vent pipe, the low-flow toilet secret? And also tell me this, where are you watching from? I love seeing viewers from all over the world. Make sure to hit like so this video reaches the people who really need these fixes. And subscribe because the next video is going to blow your mind. We're cleaning something people never clean, something hiding years of dirt. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. All right, family, see you in the next one. Stay smart, stay clean, and stay clog-free.